ready for this week's energy forecast? Join us now on Angel Talk Tuesday as Julie Geigel and Susan Schuler allow masters from beyond to speak directly through them, sharing weekly energy forecasts. Julie channels Archangel Metatron and the Pleiadians, and Susan works with a collective conscious known as Jacob, master teachers from the Akasha. Combined, they share a beautiful energy forecast that shines the light on where your attention is best spent right now. This information is sure to help you navigate the ups and downs of being human here on planet Earth. Just being in this higher vibrational energy will help you awaken, expand, and remember your magnificence.
Welcome, everyone. Hi, this is Julie Geigel with the beautiful Terry Huberman. Hi, Terry.
Good morning, everybody. Hi.
Terry is one of our new co-hosts, and Susan will be joining us shortly here. So we are just thrilled and delighted to bring you an exciting energy forecast for my favorite week of the year, the week of Valentine's Day. And this is all about taking action in your life and just doing it. So we hope you can stay tuned for the full hour. I'm going to do some channeling with Metatron. Terry's going to jump in there and do some channeling with her team. And then we'll be jumping over to Facebook the last half hour and doing a live discussion on this beautiful energy forecast that's coming for us here today. So Terry, I'm going to have you mute yourself and turn off that video. There you go. Awesome. So welcome, everyone. This is Julie Geigel. I'm an international psychic medium, trance channeler for Archangel Metatron, and awakened healer. And you can find me over at juliegeigel.com and on Facebook at Psychic Medium Julie. And yesterday we started our encore for our Manifesting Mastermind number 8, and we still have a couple spots open if you want to jump in quick and join us for that 28-day program. We had such an incredible time last month that we decided to do an encore, and this time we're doing meditations. So every day for 4 minutes I record a beautiful meditation to help you raise your vibration and manifest, working with the tools of the law of attraction. So if you need any help getting into alignment with your divine life mission, any help getting into alignment with prosperity and abundance, be sure to check out my website over at juliegeigel.com and sign up for the exciting Manifesting Mastermind Encore. And Susan and I are hosting an exciting class coming up March 8th. We'll be doing a spring-summer Lightworkers mentorship program. And we've got some exciting things set up for you to experience during those 4 sessions together with us. And you can, again, get more information on my website at juliegeigel.com. All right, I think we're ready to jump in here. And so we're just going to ring the tincture bells to clear out any lower energy and create a beautiful, pure, sacred space for our trance channeling today. All right, here we go. Welcome. I am Metatron, here in service to humanity. We are joined by the Pleiadians this day, bringing you messages of love, of hope, of healing. So just allow yourself to drift into this beautiful, sacred space. falling into grace as we wrap you up in a beautiful blanket of love. Calling in your own spiritual team, your own counsel to assist in the expansion of your soul and your spirit. Letting go and releasing anything that no longer serves you. Aligning with the gifts of this moment. Embracing the experiences that are arising for you now. Feel an activation moving in through your body, moving in through each and every cell, opening, expanding, receiving this new frequency of light, this new frequency of love. You are more than meets the eye. You are magnificence. You are light from the inside out. And we are here to share a beautiful energy forecast with you, helping you clarify and confirm where your energy is best spent for this week. And you have a beautiful new moon coming up on your planet and an exciting solar eclipse this week, which is ushering in another wave of transmissions. So if you have felt the rug pulled out from underneath your feet, this is all by design, especially in terms of love relationships, because any relationship that is not of integrity, that is not of light, is dissolving. Disconnecting and allowing you to harness your own power to create and begin again. Your energy is best spent this week by taking action. There is no more thinking. This is a time of doing. This is a time of moving forward in your life to create much needed change, to take you to the next level of your self. Tune in now to your own inner voice. It is guiding you with specific action to take. As you assess your life and determine that there is something that is not working, or even to determine that you desire a change. The next step is to do something different. For as you continue to stay stuck in old patterns, old belief systems, old ways of being and doing, and complain and whine that you are unhappy or unfulfilled, you are perpetuating that reality. We are here with you now, in this day, in this moment. Decide to take the action that is needed in your life. No more overthinking, overanalyzing, critiquing, judging. No more stuck in fear. There is only an easy flow of action that is propelling you forward to create a meaningful, fulfilling life. Rise up and feel the joy that you are. Rise up and create the love in your life that you deserve. We are here supporting you this week in taking action. You do not need to know the staircase before you. You only need to take the first step, and the way will be shown, the path will be revealed, and the universe will support you. I am Metatron, and I have spoken here this day. This is Julie Geigel, channeling Archangel Metatron. Coming up in our next segment is Terry Huberman, and she channels her team of beautiful spiritual masters and angels. So stay tuned, and don't forget, our last 30 minutes will be on Facebook Live.
The future of Internet radio is here. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Change and growth are part of natural life and also part of your spiritual life. Everyone needs support and guidance, especially during life passages. Upgrade yourself with the OMTimes Experts program. With OMTimes Experts, you have access to the best intuitive coaches, spiritual teachers, counselors, astrologists, and oracles. Our team was carefully selected so you can trust. Find out more at experts.omtimes.com.
Do you need help with relationships, romance, or career? I'm a triple-tested, accurate, and ethical psychic medium and spiritual counselor. Simply click on my Call Me Now button at juliegeigel.com.
Mediumship readings offer much closure and healing. This is Susan Schuler. Let me connect you to your loved ones on the other side. Schedule an appointment at mediumsusan.com.
And we are the Psychic Angel Channelers from Angel Talk Tuesday, hosted every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern on OMTimesRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Kelly Fox, host and astrologer of The Astrology Show. Each week, I'll give you access to the current transits, which are a valuable tool that provide astrological information to help unlock the potential each of us has. Understanding the stars can help steer us in the right direction to make better informed choices. So if you're wondering what's going to happen in your week ahead, be sure to tune in to The Astrology Show for guidance, Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, and in this segment, Terry Huberman will be channeling for us.
There we go. Sorry, guys. All these new technical difficulties. Still learning the show, you guys. I'm so sorry about that. Hi, guys. I'm Terry, and I'm going to be channeling my team for you in just a moment. Just wanted to say thank you for having me, for watching, and we really, really appreciate you. So I'm going to go ahead and check in with Team Terry here and see what energy forecast they have to share with you. So here we go. Okay. So today we wanted to talk to you and share with you the importance of being in action in a decision that you make. This week's energy allows for your actions to become your realities. Feeling ambitious, wanting to move forward, is exactly the place where you are able to move forward. Sometimes, when moving forward, we actually suggest saying no. There is a lot of power in the word no. Sometimes you have to say no so that the energy, which is stagnant, can stop. Please keep in mind that stagnant energy that you may be feeling is actually an indicator that it's time to say no. And you may be wondering in what area you need to say no in. But if you take a nice deep breath and you sit with yourself, you will realize that the answers come easily to you in which you can say no to stop that stagnant energy. And we suggest that you be kind and gentle to yourself when you notice that energy needing to be stopped. For stopping certain energies allows for you and your energetic vibrations to recalibrate so that decisions can come clear to you. And therefore, the actions can come clear to you as well. So once you've said no to the stagnant energy, we would like for you to take note and take stock of where you need to say no. And once you've said no, your decision to be in action can now propel you forward. Your ambition will now serve you like a tidal wave of movement. This week's energy allows you and gives you permission to take that action. The second and third parts of this process are for you to just go with the flow and move forward. As you move forward, you will know the direction that you need to take. We are guiding you. You don't have to know the final outcome. We are supporting you in that leap. We would love for you to jump. Just jump. And if there's anything retroactively that needs to be done, we will help you when it comes to making those actions happen. The more you sit and think about taking the action, the more the action is not taken. And therefore, the stagnant energy remains, which will not make you feel good. Just remember to take a deep breath and move forward. Just leap. If there is a mess that happens, you can always clean up the mess retroactively. Because oftentimes the mess has to be made. And if the mess is made, there's no worry to be had. Because messes can always be cleaned up. And what if you didn't actually make a mess by taking that action? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Then there would have to be nothing for you to clean up. Either way, it benefits you to be in action. Always being in action leads you to the next step. Fears, anxieties, and worries about the future are emotionally time traveling, which oftentimes situations, people, and experiences haven't even been shown to you yet And when you think, you worry. And when you worry, you plan. And when you plan and surprises happen, you feel upset. You feel scared. And you feel worried. If you just move forward without having to think of the future, you will find that the decisions you make and the actions you take somehow always end up in your best benefit. It's time for you to trust in yourself. It's time for you to trust in us, that by taking an action doesn't have to be a big, big step. You will be shown the step as you move forward. All you have to do is make that one decision and take an action. Any action. How big or small of an action depends on you. And there's no need for you to think of the outcome of the action that is happening. We will support your step. We will support anything that has to be done if it has to be done. We feel it's time for you to take risks. We feel it's okay for you to take risks. We want to be able to do our job, which is to support you in your journey. And the only way for you to continue your journey is to take action. Because moving forward brings you new experiences. Continuing to have you have the same experiences is not our agenda. Perhaps it's your personal agenda because you feel comfortable and you feel safe. But at the same time, what happens is that eventually you don't move forward. Be confident in your decisions and your action taking. We will support you. Well, thanks guys for letting my team share that with you. I know I'm walking away with this, with some handy tips myself. So thanks guys. I'm Terry.
The cutting edge of conscious radio, OMTimes Radio, IOM-FM. Host your show on IOM-FM, the radio network of OMTimes Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of OMTimes. Hosting a show on IOM-FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community.
Would you like to speak to an Archangel? Hi, I'm Julie Geigel, Trance Channel for Archangel Metatron. Book your session now and get the clarity and insight you need to make this your best year yet.
Past life readings promote understanding about current life situations. This is psychic medium Susan Schuler. Let me help you gain insight. Book an appointment today at mediumsusan.com.
And we are the Psychic Angel Channelers from Angel Talk Tuesday, hosted every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern on OMTimesRadio.com.
Tune in to the Practical Intuitive, Mind, Body, Spirit for the Real World with me, host Robin Fritz, Mondays at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern. I'll cover personal and business intuition, animal communication, mediumship, space clearing, past life regression, shamanic insights, energy healing, soul choice, and more, all to help you tap your own intuitive and healing skills. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Today, my new dad and I shot off a rocket in the park.
Today, my new son and I failed to shoot off a rocket.
The rocket launched into the air.
And then crashed into the pond.
I'll never forget that day.
I'll never forget that day, even if I tried.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
All right, welcome back, and we are just getting ready to go live on Facebook. So, we had the lovely Terry Huberman channeling our beautiful energy forecast from her team. So, Terry, we're going to go ahead and we're going live right this second. And there we are. We are live on Facebook. So welcome.
Fabulous.
Welcome to our Facebook audience here. Yay!
Hey guys.
Woohoo!
Woo, Facebook.
There we go. That's what we like to see. All right. So if you are joining us right now, we are live on Facebook. I'm just going to turn my volume up a little so I can hear my lovely co-host, Terry. So if you're with us, if you're joining us live on Facebook, this is so exciting. We are here sharing the energy forecast for the week. And this is the week of Valentine's Day. It's my favorite holiday all time, by far, Valentine's Day.
Wow.
How about you, Terry?
Okay.
Are you a Valentine's Day freak?
You know what? I have to admit, I'm really not. I have the belief that you should be showing love every day, not just one specific day. So that's, that's
Nothing
me.
wrong.
I mean,
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Most definitely. Most definitely. So this week it's very exciting because we have our beautiful new moon and solar eclipse. So the energy is just a bubbling. So it's bringing in all kinds of beautiful opportunities to love and be loved and to just open up that vortex, that portal, and create and manifest some awesome things in your life. So if you're joining us on Facebook right now, I'd love to send you a big shout out. Go ahead and post your first name, where you're from, what are you up to on Valentine's Day? Do you have a special someone you're buying flowers for, or are you buying flowers for yourself? Because I always tell people, do not wait around for somebody to buy you flowers.
Right.
Because get them yourself. You don't need somebody to buy them for you.
Even just having the energies of a live plant is just fabulous. So I oftentimes buy flowers just to have them around. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Exactly. I love that point. And we have a couple of flowers cards in the Oracle decks. And I tell you, we get that flower card and I tell people, I know it sounds trite, but there's a lot of power and energy in buying flowers and having that to shift and to bring more love in. We've got Michelle Hepner. Hi. She says, hi, Julie. Hi, Michelle. Yay.
Hi, Michelle.
And if you're just stopping by our Facebook page, we'd love it if you would like or love our awesome energy forecast this morning. Share it if you feel led to. If you like our message today, if you're learning where is your energy best spent. And don't forget to say hi, throw me a flower. I love those emojis.
Yay,
and I know. Send me flowers. Hi, we've got Jenny. Hello, Jenny. We are giving away a free psychic reading at the end. We, Terry, have a caller. And so we're going to go to our call. We're going to go to our call lines. We've got Demetria from Minnesota. Hello, Demetria.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're a little faint, Dimitri. What is your question this morning? How can we help you today?
I guess I don't really know how to word the question, but I kind of want to know where me and my I don't know if I would consider him my ex-boyfriend or boyfriend, kind of like where you see this going. Like, I don't think I'm going to see him tomorrow. We're kind of on a break, so I kind of want to know, like, if my question makes sense. Like,
Okay, so Dimitri's question, for those of you that are with us live and can't hear us on our radio show, Dimitri's question, she has an ex around her right now, and she's wondering, they're on a break. She's wondering where it's headed, where are things going. And Dimitri, what's his first name?
Hanak.
Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah. Hanak.
Hinox?
Yeah, Hanak.
Hanak. All right. Well, I'm certainly getting some information. Terry, do you want to go first? Because I can certainly jump in too if you need me to.
Sure. So, Dimitri, I'm just going to tell you everything and just be transparent, because I don't like to tell people what they want to hear, and if I'm not getting information, I'm just not going to say something that you want to hear, and I like to be honest. So I don't feel that that there will be a reconnection with Hanak. And I don't see it in the near future, and I don't feel that it would actually happen in 2018. Now, I want to be wrong, okay? I want to be wrong if you do want to see him. But I have to say, I also feel like it doesn't feel like it's a good compatible match. Do you understand that? There were some issues in compatibilities, just like basic do we get along stuff. Do you understand that?
We did get along.
Mm-hmm.
But
there's a big but.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have a big but, but I'm just saying there's a big but there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's that but that is giving me that this is just not a good match. Feeling.
Yeah, and I would have to say, I'm going to jump in there, Terry, and I would have to say from the romance deck, I got the retreat card. So right now I'm seeing that it's the break is good. Take a step back and focus on yourself. Don't focus on him. Don't focus on the relationship, the worry, the constant fear. Just take a step back from the relationship and focus on yourself. And there'll be a time of coming back together and seeing, okay, is it worth my time and energy? But right now, it's not. Thank you so much, Demetria, for calling today. And thank you so much for your support. All right, so we are going to be giving away a free psychic reading to our Facebook Live audience, so hang in there at the very end of the show. We're going to be moving into that. If you're just stopping by right now, please make sure to love our news feed there and send us some flowers. And we've got some beautiful flowers from Julie Boyle. Hi, Julie. And Michelle says, visualizing and feeling my soulmate. And we'll finish that up later if we have time. Right now, we're going to jump into our messages. So we did some channeling the first half of the show, and we brought through some messages on where is your energy best spent this week. So we're going to have Terry start us off talking about some things that Metatron brought in.
Yeah. Once again, I just love Metatron. So Metatron had some really, really great things to say. And Metatron opened up reminding us that this week we have a new moon and a solar eclipse, which is what's really helping all of this energy kind of like come to the forefront. And it's ushering in another transmission of energy. So you're not only feeling your own energy, but you're feeling everybody else's energy too. So just a reminder from Metatron that that's what's going on this week. So just breathe. You can deal with this. You got this. Metatron was talking about in love relationships that what's going on is that there's a dissolving in relationships that don't have integrity, or they're not of light, or, really we can say they're not of your best interest. So you're starting to see them disconnect and dissolve. And that's actually in order for you to see and harness your own power. So sometimes we have to disconnect to see our own true selves, and this way you can become more empowered with yourself. And this way you can start to create and begin again. So that was pretty inspirational, I feel. Metatron also talked about this week being in action on something, okay? And being able to take that action allows you to move forward. So if you don't take action, you're not going anywhere, right? So Metatron was saying that by moving forward, you can create change. And that change will take you to your next level of evolution and development. And it's time for you to tune into your own inner voice. So Metatron suggested doing something different so you don't stay stuck in that same old repetitive pattern. And also Metatron reminded us that it's not so good to be complaining about where we are and what we're doing too, because what happens is that we perpetuate that same scenario or those same situations over and over and over again. So the more we complain about something, the more we're actually not getting out of it, right? That makes sense? And also, back to taking, in regards to taking action, to get out of your head, to stop analyzing, and stop critiquing and judging is what Metatron said. That keeps you in fear, and it doesn't allow you to go in the flow of action. Metatron wants us to go into the flow of action to propel us forward. And this way we can actually have a more meaningful life and just meaningful situations. And I kid you not, Julie, I thought Metatron was going to break out in Hamilton, because there were several times Metatron goes, rise up, rise up. And if you're familiar at all with the Hamilton soundtrack, there's a song where Hamilton's going, rise up. And I just love that song. So I thought, oh my gosh, he's going to break out and sing a song and dance. But no. But the message was really important about rising up to feel the joy that you are, okay? And to create the love that you deserve. And the last thing, because I'm taking notes here, well, this last note, is that there is support, okay? There is support in you taking your actions, okay? You don't have to know all of the stairs or the road already to the top. Metatron just said, take that first step and you'll be shown the staircase. So there you go. That was Metatron for you.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting because the message this week really is about taking action. So if you just do it, you know, that Nike commercial, just do it. Just take the bull by the horns and just do it. And when you take that first step, then the path is shown. The way is revealed. I think oftentimes we get hung up on not wanting to make a bad choice, or wondering how it's all going to play out. You can't see the big picture. And I'll never forget when I was looking at going to college. I was the first one in my generation, in my family, that went to college. My parents did not have college degrees, and neither did any of my brothers and sisters, and neither did anybody in any of those generations. So I was the first one. And, first of all, my father said to me, he's like, you don't need a degree. You can make more money. We owned a restaurant and a waitress. He said, you make more money waitressing than you would with a college degree, because I wanted to be a school teacher. And, that was a big joke. It's like, okay, if you're going to invest all that time and money, you might as well do something that's you're going to be able to exceed the income you're already earning as a waitress. And I got stuck and trapped in that a lot. And I also had a son. My husband and I were together, and we had a baby. And I had no help for college, zero help, and zero support. Everybody, even my family, said, you're crazy. You've got a child at home. You're, by no means, you're barely making it, paycheck to paycheck. How in the heck are you going to go to college? And I took a class, and it was something about take the leap. I took a college class, and it was for those people interested in going to college, trying to figure out how that was going to work for them. And it was for non-traditional students. And it was the best thing I ever did because the teacher told us, because it was relatable. She said to us, she said, you know, if people knew exactly what they were getting into when they had a child, nobody'd ever have children.
They wouldn't do it, of course. It's not like they have a manual. You have to learn along the way, right? You're not shown the outcome right away.
Well, and especially how much money it costs. It's like I think it's like $100,000 per child. I could be totally off on that, but it's a lot. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of mucho dinero.
If people knew the investment it was to have children, they'd never do it because they wouldn't be able to get past, oh my gosh, I'm going to have this much money to have a child. And so she said, you know, think of college in those terms. Just take the first step. The way will be shown. God will help you figure this out. The universe will help you figure this out. And your spiritual team is there supporting you. And that's a great segue into Terry's messages today. And I lost my glasses. Hold on. Hold up.
We need glasses to see. I have my eyes in today, my contact lenses, so I put my eyes in.
I wish I could use contact lenses. Oh my gosh, I got mine stuck in my eye once and I had to have my daughter get it out. I was having a panic attack and almost passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was scary.
That's horrible.
And Jenny just said, what is the right way to tap into your inner self? I've tried meditation videos on YouTube and didn't really notice much difference. That's a great question. Terry, did you want to answer that first?
Yeah. So believe it or not, you've already been doing it by just doing those things. What you're not doing is trusting that you're already there. You see? So you just have to trust that I'm there. And thoughts will come into your head. They will pop into your head. And what that is that's your higher self. That's your inner guidance system. It's your inner voice talking to you. People have this perception of, oh, it's supposed to be this way and we got to do it this way. And the reality is it never is the way it's supposed to be. So you just got to trust that you're actually already there, because automatically by breathing, meditating, even if it's a guided meditation on YouTube, you're there. You're there.
Yeah,
so
most definitely.
Yeah.
And part of that, too, is there's no wrong way. There's no wrong way to tap into your inner self. And like Terry said, you're already doing it. You're already great at it. And for me, it's that old adage, prayer is talking to God, meditating is listening to God. So when I call it my quiet time, I just sit with a cup of coffee and I try to quiet my mind and I pray. I pray for everybody. And I kind of, have a couple prayers or mantras that I use during my meditation. And then I'll just, be quiet, be still for a few minutes. And thoughts will come in. And some of the thoughts are just monkey mind. But some of the thoughts, I'm clairaudient. Metatron talks to me all the time. So I will get a lot of conversation from him, sometimes loved ones in spirit, sometimes, your guardian angels. you have a whole plethora of helpers. And it's thoughts saying, I should do this, or this might be fun to try, or, I would really like to blah, blah, blah. Those thoughts are divine inspiration. Anything, and you can tell discernment when it's coming from your spiritual team or it's coming from your ego because of the way you feel. It took me a long time, but one thing I noticed is that whenever I am thinking about doing something and I get a headache, it's a no. And if I get a full-on migraine, it's a hell no.
Definitely no, yeah. With a Z, a hails no.
Right. There you go. Absolutely. And moving over, thank you so much, Jenny, for that comment.
Thank you, Jenny.
And she says, I definitely feel very intuitive. Awesomeness.
Good.
Don't we have to ask for protection before we do it? Now, Metatron, quite a while ago, talked about this, and I'm so glad you mentioned it today, Jenny, because Metatron talks about protection being a frequency. So whenever you have that thought in your mind, I need to protect myself, then guess what you're creating? A reality where you need to protect yourself. So Metatron says, you know, that is not as serving for you as if it would step into more of a mentality of raising your vibrational frequency. So as much as you can be in love and joy and bliss, you don't need protecting from anything, because how it works, okay, so there's lower energies and they're down here, and there's higher energies and they're up here. So your emotions will tell you where you're at on that scale. If you're in fear, then you're down here with the gremlins, I call them. When you're in love, you're up here with your spirit. You like that? I know, isn't that great?
Yeah, I love it. I do. Yeah.
You're up here with your spiritual team. So that you don't need protecting when you're up with your spiritual team, because the gremlins can't get up that high. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it makes sense to them.
Yeah, raising your vibration there. She says it makes perfect sense. Yay!
Oh, good. Woo!
And we've got Julia. Oh, I'm so happy you found us, Julia. I believe that meaningful jobs that contribute to humanity are also ways of worshiping God. Absolutely. High five. Fist bump.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. Yes, indeed. Okay. Anybody else? I always feel the overall power in connecting, not protecting. That's great, Michelle. That's great. More power in connecting to your spiritual team, to God, than in needing to protect from the opposite. Very good. Jenny says, you ladies are funny. I like you too. Well, thank you, Jenny.
Thanks, guys. We like you. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. All right. Let's take a few minutes here and check to see if we have any more callers from OMTimes. Looks like we're good on that front. We're going to talk a little bit about the messages Terry's team brought through. And Terry talked about, where do you need to say no? Start from there. When we talk about taking action this week in your life, what is one thing? I would love to hear in our news feed. Julia lost audio. Did anybody else lose audio? I would like to hear in our news feed, what is one action? When we talk about the message being this week, just do it. What is one thing, one action that you can take this week that you've been feeling kind of stuck on, or you've indecisive about, and then this week you're just feeling it. You're just feeling it like, I'm just going to bulldoze through that. I'm just going to do it, and I'm not going to worry about the outcome. I'm going to trust. So Terry said, start with where you need to say no. And from that will propel you into where do you need to take action in your life. And Terry's team also talked about, you don't need to know the final outcome. We are supporting you in the leap. So again, her team reminded us that they're with us. Our spiritual team, our spiritual council is with us every breath we take. They never leave our side. They are guards, they're sentry soldiers, and they're helping us. So when it comes to what you need, we will help you. When it comes to what you need, we will help you. You are not alone. You're never alone in this. So trust those feelings, trust those emotions, and trust those thoughts on how you can take action in your life, how you can jump over that inner critic and just do it. Yeah. And Jenny said, let go of that fear. And Julia's audio is back on. Yay. She said, need to stop talking to my spouse, going through divorce and custody of my son, James. You know, sometimes that happens. I'm not going through divorce, but sometimes I need to stop talking to my spouse. My spouse, I've worked 33 years on trying to get him through some old limiting beliefs. But yeah, he gets to be a bit of a naysayer. So sometimes when I want to take action or I want to do something, when you talk to too many people about it, it can keep you stuck in fear and indecision. Sometimes you just need to do it.
Yeah.
Any thoughts before I keep going, Terry?
No, I mean, yeah, you're right on. You're on spot. I mean, sometimes you just have to say no, and that in itself is an action. If you think about it, it's an action to say no and halt, stop. It's an action. So
most definitely, most definitely. All right, we're going to do one free psychic reading here in our news feed before our show ends. So we've got about 1 minute left here. If there's anybody in the news feed that would like me to pull a card for them, or you have a question, we're going to take the next person who pops up there with a question or a card. So just post a question, a psychic question you might have today. Or if you'd like me to pull a card, I've got that romance deck just waiting to be used this morning. Jenny, she said, me please. Awesome, Jenny. Do you have a question? Otherwise, I'm going to pull a card for you, Jenny. And we're going to pull a card from the romance deck. Jenny, we're just waiting for a question while I pull a card. Here we go, Jenny. Okay, I'm going to jump right in, Jenny, I did pull a card from the romance deck, and the true love card comes in. Yeah. So, Jenny, what I'm seeing for you is that there's some very exciting energy around you. And if you are in a relationship, I'm seeing it's very authentic, that this person is really a great match for you. If you're not in a relationship, I'm absolutely seeing that he's like there. You just haven't made that connection with him yet. But he's absolutely in your energy field. And any comments on that, Terry?
I think it's definitely a go. Something's coming in, and it feels new, and it feels exciting, and it feels bright. I feel like I want to stay bright and blossoming. So
beautiful, awesome, everyone. And our music is playing, so we are going to say a beautiful goodbye. I'm Julie Geigel with Terry Huberman.
I'm Terry Huberman, yes.
You've been listening to Angel Talk Tuesday. You can follow us over on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. If you haven't yet, go to Apple Podcasts or YouTube and subscribe, rate, and review this episode.